welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yay! And here comes the man himself. You coming to say hello? Oh, this is Leo. Leo meet Leos. This is your 2025 Love Tarot forecast. So it's for the year ahead. So I'm going to start by pulling Prairie Majesty Oracle. This is good for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's okay if you're here as a cross watcher. That's not a problem at all. You can get a little heads up on energies that might be swirling for your connection to a Leo. Yep, but this little Leo is way too curious for his own good because he's a Gemini. Okay, so I'm pulling from Prairie Majesty Oracle. Oops, I'm sorry. Got a little verklempt there. This deck offers you a word for the year, a totem, and a message, right? Something to ponder, think about. So let's see what is coming through for you. Glitter, but of course, your word for 2025 is glitter. Your totem is cottonwood, and your thought to ponder is what gift awaits. How leonine of you. Glitter, your totem is cottonwood, and your question to ponder, what gift awaits? Isn't that awesome, Leo? Go get you some of that glitter in 2025. I love it. Okay, so I'm pulling a spread here, focused on something you need to release. Simba. The theme, an energy theme for the year, something coming toward you that you cannot see at this point at least, and then something for you to explore, an important lesson you will be learning in 2025, and then what's available for you in your next highest timeline, and then I'll go through and clarify. So let's see what we've got here. Knight of Pentacles. Something that moves very slowly, or that you're losing patience with because of the slowness of the process. Knight of Pentacles. That's also Virgo energy, FYI. Five of Cups, Chariot. Ooh, my. Okay. So this year, you may need to sort of part with your tendency to look back at the past. You're not going that way. The Five of Cups represents, ooh, and I'm getting that little nose tickle, like where I feel like my face is in a down pillow, which is not good because I'm allergic. So the Five of Cups talks about regrets of the past, mistakes of the past, disappointments. It can be an energy of despair. None of the other cards are looking at that. So I'm thinking that this is something that, you know, you'll be reflecting on, but also moving away from. We'll wait for the clarifiers, because what's coming towards you that you can't see is a lot of progress, a moving forward. Yeah, this is a card of victory and triumph. What you need to explore in 2025 is an important decision that you need to make. It is a turning point. It is a crossroads moment, right? Where the past is moving further away, and your future and the present progress that you seek is coming into the viewfinder, and a decision will be made. An important lesson you're learning is about commitment, the vows we make and take, and then not just about that, but your beliefs around it, and the responsibilities inherent in those commitments, what it means to you. In your next highest timeline, there could be a return. Somebody could be coming back. The Knight of Wands, it doesn't seem anything nefarious. It feels like what you're releasing is something that's been almost stuck in the mud. Okay, hasn't gone anywhere. Nothing's changed, right? Time has been standing still. And so 2025 is about releasing that from the past, because something's speeding up, or maybe coming back around to you faster, with more passion, more determination, more motivation, incentive, inspiration. That's what's available to you in your next highest timeline. That's the goal. So let's clarify. Knight of Pentacles. Wow. The commitment that you've been wanting that hasn't been moving. And this is that moment where you go, oh, yep, I got to let go of that cycle because it hasn't arrived. And so, because this is the important lesson you're learning, the Ace of Swords is that clarity, that, okay, I'm hearing it. Maybe this is the message you've been waiting for. Like, what should I do? Should I stay or should I go? Should I wait? No. This is that a little bit of an insight, epiphany, the truth bomb of it's not arriving. So the World card, endings and new beginnings, it's time to release this. Something that's been stuck, no commitment has formed, or someone you were committed to or felt there was a potential commitment with. If it hasn't materialized by now, let it go. Let it go. Okay? Now this, believe it or not, is a reading that can be for those of you who are in a connection presently, for those of you who are in separation from someone, or for those of you who are unattached and are interested if there's someone new coming on your path. And so let's go through this, and then also the extended is a romance reading where we look at if somebody is coming back from the past or if someone new will be on your path in 2025. So stick a pin in all of this. Okay, so 2025, Five of Cups, overall theme. Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, right. Remember I said with the Five of Cups, it's you're kind of releasing the past. You're not staying mired in the sadness of what never was or what could have been that didn't materialize, because you're not going that way. We're starting from scratch here. This is like a do-over. We're back to the beginning, Page of Pentacles, and anticipating what's to come. So it's first steps in a way, after sort of releasing the mistakes of the past, the regrets of the past, the sadness, the grief, the sorrow, and we take that first step and in anticipation of what's to come. So there's an anticipatory, back to the drawing board kind of an outlook that presides over 2025. The Hanged Man is a perspective card. So from the bottom of the deck, and for those of you who are new, welcome. So excited to have you here, especially for the 2025 prediction readings. I'm looking at what you can't see, either because it's in your unconscious awareness or playing out behind the scenes. But the Hanged Man is a perspective card. It's buying you time to kind of take a 30,000 foot view of what has gone on before. Not to stay mired in it, but just to serve as information. Page of Pentacles learns something, has something to learn that will inform them as something new approaches. Yes. So just take the Hanged Man as more of a perspective. It's not necessarily that you're going to be suspended or in limbo, but as you're biding your time and as the year is unfolding, that is your frame of reference, is let me take a 30,000 foot view and look at this from all angles, because I'm learning about myself, I'm learning about the past, I'm learning about what went wrong here, but also as a reference point for what's to come. Three of Wands. Okay, Chariot, what you can't see that's coming towards you. Oh, Chariot, Tower, Queen of Swords, Hermit. Well, the Tower is interesting here on the Chariot because it's like you're breaking through something. Let me read you. This came from someone in the comments who offered this interpretation of the Tower card and said it's a bit like a volcano. And I love this interpretation. It destroys the status quo, right? If we're thinking about something that's been kind of stuck in the mud and something from the past that hasn't really moved. So it is like a bit of a volcano. It destroys the status quo, but also builds up something new and powerful. Chariot is very powerful. So this Queen of Swords energy, looking at the Hermit, you're wiser. You're coming through this whole situation wiser and with questions, maybe unanswered questions, but sort of more mindful. So something's coming towards you that you can't see, and I think it's your approach to how to move forward. I don't think it's necessarily a person. I think it's about how to unstuck yourself, right? How to get unstuck from something that feels like it unmoored you, it took you down. So I'm not seeing that the Tower is happening. I'm seeing that your ability to sort of navigate the path out of something that could take you down, but isn't going to, because you're using the perspective of the Hanged Man, which is a very spiritual card. It's Neptune, and your insightfulness as the Queen of Swords, and your wisdom coming from the time you've spent on your own, exploring your own motivations. You're gaining some introspection, some self-awareness. Yeah, I feel like the victory is what you can't see, is how you recover and build up something new and more powerful for yourself. That's what you can't see yet. And you're doing it through these energies and from the wisdom of the Hanged Man, which allows you to also parlay Queen of Swords, Hanged Man into some thoughtful opportunities for perspective, and the wisdom of having gone through something pretty destabilizing, right? And how you come through it victoriously. And then in the what you need to explore is the meaning and the purpose of this important decision, right? You're going to reach a turning point somewhere in 2025. You will reach a crossroads. It will be important that you have all this wisdom, that you have all this insight, that you have a beginner's mind with the Page of Pentacles and the perspective of the Hanged Man and the clear thinking, level-headed thinking of the Queen of Swords, that you don't come at it with a lot of fire, that you come at it with a little humility, so that you understand the meaning and the purpose of the decision that you will be making, and how best to proceed. So that's what you'll be exploring. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, there's some fire, and Five of Cups. Don't you know it? Yeah, I think this what you have to release thing, you see it, you know it. Ace of Swords. Yup. Up. She put those cards, the minute she pulled it, I knew it. But I have a feeling it's a process. Like, you're not just letting it all go right here, right now. It doesn't happen in a New Year's resolution. It's a process. So I think that's what I'm seeing here for you. What you're exploring is, it sort of sets you back on that path. The Nine of Pentacles is a single person. And that decision to sort of, individuate yourself from a connection is a big decision. And how best to proceed, right, is part of the decision-making process. And you don't want to have a big blow up. That's part of how you have this breakthrough instead of a breakdown. That's where the Hermit's wisdom and the Queen of Swords tact, come through. Queen of Wands, though, you're made of fire. I know she's associated with the sign of Aries, but she's still fire. So it's like you've got to kind of gather up that part of yourself that is autonomous, independent, fierce, fierce, because there you have it. That Five of Cups is still part of you. It's still a part of your soul. The disappointment, the despairing, the pain, the loss. Looking back and reflecting on the past is part of your 2025. And even though you have one foot in front of the other baby steps for 2025, and this, you know, sort of perspective of what's to come and what you're open to, you know, I need to learn new things here. You have to still reckon with the past so that lest you repeat those same mistakes, or find yourself dealing with the same, you know, that's one of the things that I say a lot is, if you don't understand what went down, you'll just keep meeting the same person in a different body, same type of human, right? So you want to kind of understand it, but I like that it's coming from the bottom of the deck instead of, right? It's something that you will be resolving at that crossroads moment. So that's something you'll be exploring, is reclaiming your personal power, Queen of Wands, individuating yourself, Nine of Pentacles, getting your confidence back, understanding that, yeah, this is that moment where I release the past for good. An important lesson that you're learning, Hierophant. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Now this is really key because we opened up with a Hierophant on the Knight of Pentacles. And that's kind of like there's no motion there. There's no forward motion, or very slow to move. And this has likely been going on for a while. So what you're learning here is, if it's meant to be, it would be. So there's divine time. There's fate and destiny involved. And you are learning that it takes two people to be equally invested, 100, right? Can't have somebody 100% invested and the other person 50. That doesn't fly. You need someone who is as invested and is willing to be a full partner. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity. Generosity of spirit, of energy, of effort, of resources, of love. Yeah, of their time. Showing up for you, being there for you. It's part of commitment. Part of that responsibility we have to each other. So I feel like you're learning what that's a big lesson. Is like, oh, timing was off, commitment wasn't there, investment wasn't there, so it didn't go anywhere. When it's right, it will go, it will move. There will be no hesitation. And so I feel like that's a big lesson. And then in your next highest timeline, here's this knight grabbing that ace, and boom. Now, Knight of Wands can, you know, has a reputation of being in and out sometimes, but not always. So in your next highest timeline, I'm not sending you a message that somebody's going to be in and out and flake on you. That's not what the highest timeline is about. Right? Here's Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords. Okay, King of Pentacles. There's the truth. So what's available to you in your next highest timeline is King of Pentacles. Now notice where it's coming from. Bottom of the deck. So that's something you can't see. It's playing out behind the scenes. You're going to be worried, though, that what's showing up for you is like a player. What's showing up for you is someone who's just going to take advantage and get their own needs met. Do you know why you're going to have that reaction? Because that's probably what you just came from. Especially if it's somebody returning from the past that you have had this experience with before. So you want to do your due diligence. You want to, keep operating from Hanged Man energy. This is still serving you for the whole year. This little part of the spread here is for the whole year. You do want to take a peek back and say, okay, does this pass the smell test? You don't want to lie awake at night and worry. You want to be proactive, Queen of Wands. You want to step up and ask your questions from wisdom, Queen of Swords, right? If it doesn't pass a smell test, you're out of there. But in your next highest timeline, I feel someone returns or someone comes in with no hesitation. They may move fast, and that's going to be an opposite feeling from what you've just been through. And you may drop into suspicion mode, which is low vibration, right? So this is the experience, but what you're being sent is a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is there to stay, is there to offer you, and this is the lesson, the investment. And what did I say would happen? When they're gifted this Ace of Wands, they're going to jump. They're not going to hesitate. And I think that's going to be a very unusual experience for you after what you're coming through here. So keep in mind the position of the card. I said the position of the card is what is available to you in your next highest timeline is a Knight of Wands. And what's clarifying it is your reaction to that is, oh my God, this is somebody who's going to take advantage of me. And what's really happening behind the scenes is it could be a keeper. It could be a keeper that you're just not used to the difference of somebody knowing what your worth and value is and not wanting to hesitate for a second. Yeah, very different animal. Okay, so that's the general of what I'm seeing here for you. I'm going to tell you the astrology that showed up. Yeah, and talk about some glitter here, Knight of Wands. Very, very over-the-top grand gestures kind of a creature. So be on the lookout. Before I give you the astrology, if you enjoyed the reading and you haven't yet done so, please do subscribe below. That's always going to be my ask. It is our energetic exchange. If you missed it, watch the December 2024 monthly energy update. I take you through the month week by week in the tarot spread, and then it's time-stamped, and then do the astrology for the month. And look, it was a whole page, and I even skipped some things, and then I plunk in the astrology to show you how that tarot spread comes up off the table and meets the cosmos. Really cool reading. Please watch it. If you missed, I did the Mercury retrograde. I did it by element, but my gosh, it captures more people. Y'all seem to be very kind of the mind that, well, if it's not just a Leo reading, then it's not for me. No. When I do just a Leo reading, there's less of a chance that you're going to hear a message for you. When I do an elemental reading, I am capturing fire energy overall. It's like a wider seining net instead of just one fishing pole. So you might want to go watch the fire sign, the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Mercury retrograde reading. We're in the retrograde until the 15th of December. It's not too late to watch those. So that's what I wanted to say. I do offer private readings, the link's below. I hope y'all had a nice holiday if you celebrated. That's my message. The link's below for the extended. And yeah, that's going to be the romance reading where I do two spreads. One for if someone's coming back from the past, and another one if there's somebody brand new on your path here. That there could be somebody, what you're going to learn maybe is fate's about to drop somebody brand new that you're going to be all damn suspicious of, but they're really a King of Pentacles. So let's do that. The link's below to that. Okay, here we go. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Hierophant came out twice. That's Taurus. The World card, Saturn. That's Capricorn, but also Aquarius. It used to rule Aquarius. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Hanged Man is Neptune, which rules Pisces. Chariot is Cancerian energy. The Tower is Mars, which rules Aries and Mars is stationing retrograde in your sign, Leo, on the 6th. Just FYI, you'll feel that a little bit. Queen of Swords is Libra, Virgo in the Hermit. Virgo, a lot of Virgo in this reading. Virgo in the the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Aries. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. And King of Pentacles is Taurus. And you have, of course, your lovely glitter, what gift awaits? Oracle. That's what I have. I'm headed to the extended. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.